on certain plays with penalties and stuff. So kind of a nice thing for the fans.
So Gettysburg deferred their option in the first half to the second half. They will receive to open up this third quarter, put 12 minutes on the clock, and hopefully they can, at least as far as they're concerned, hopefully put some points on the board and cut into this 20-point deficit.
I think if I was Kimball, I don't think I would kick the ball to Mr. Weisheitel.
Let's go to John Herricks this time at number 10. But they send it right to Weisheitel. Weisheitel fields it at his own 9. Cuts back, makes one guy miss, and he's buried under at the 15-yard line to open up the third quarter, and that's where they will start. The Gettysburg offense trying to get something going. They were beneficiaries of a short field and didn't really have to do much in the way of the return by Weisheitel, so they really haven't done much offensively in moving the ball down the field.
No, they haven't sustained a drive here, so it'll be interesting to see if they can do that to start the second half.
First and 10 from the 16.
Kind of spreading the field out a little bit here, a little different formation for him.
Behind the quarterback, dropping back. Looking to the outside, got his man down at the 20-yard line. That's Jason Beckler, the fullback, 5'11", 185 senior.
Looks like Gettysburg might be going to open things up a little bit. They're going to use their behind the quarterback and try to throw the ball a little bit, see if they can beat Kimball that way, because they haven't done too much rushing the ball.
Brings up a 2nd and 6, ball placed on the 20-yard line. Hine wearing number 7. It looks like he's draw them off sides. Both teams kind of blaming the other, as always.
Yeah.
That is going to be...
I'm sorry.
See that quite a bit. They're pointing. He did it.
Who, me?
Yeah.
So encroachment.
Oh, gentlemen.
Looks like the coach signaled false start, but sent it to the defensive side.
Yeah.
Whatever we'll take. So 2nd and 6. You hear the coaches holler counter.
Yeah.
That one going to Weisheitel. Close to a first down.
Looks like they may have it.
Nice and simple.
Yeah.
With the gut, you could break that tackle, maybe fall forward. The momentum would get it for him, and they are going to give it to him. First down, Gettysburg. The drive starts out on a positive note. Helped by a penalty.
Yeah.
But you take what you can get.
Yeah.
Actually, no, 2nd and 1. They did not give it. Pulls it down.
Nice play.
Runs for it. And he's close. And he's still a few yards short. So he's under pressure. Pulls it down. He's got some wheels.
Yeah, he does. Good athlete. Looks like they're going to try to spread it out. They're back into the I formation. They spread it out the first few plays of the second half here.
Here we go. 2nd and 1. Hine under center. He's going to pass. Not that time. Just a little out of the reach of Jason Beckler. We are in the third quarter. The Coyotes leading the Battlers, 34-14. Coyotes trying to get something going.
That looked like they take a little shot for it on 2nd short. Now it's 3rd and about 1.5 yards, 2 yards. So try to pick up the first down here and keep the drive going.
Power football, I formation. Looks like a run. Hine. Sweep, and he's not going to get there. Great defensive stop by the Kimball Coyotes. Monty Pickner leading the charge.
Fourth down.
McGregor, the defensive end, did a nice job. He turned it in back to the linebackers. He didn't let the back get outside of him. You'll see him out here. And
McGregor's all over the field on both sides of the ball.
If they're going to punt here, I would think they would.
That'd probably be a smart move. Only down 20. Still in the third, not that late. on the punt. Trevor Deigel. And it's a fake. Deigel looking long. Has somebody there, but not going to be able to connect. Coverage, well covered, but there is a
We got a flag on this side.
And it looks like that may be interference. Question is on who?
I think the guy, the official right in front there, he didn't have as good a shot. The official on the backside, he probably was screened off a little bit. Couldn't see the back from the defensive back from this side came and might have hit him a little early here.
We have no word on Trevor Deigel's passing stats, but he gets it accomplished there.
Yeah, with a good arm there.
Got forward pass interference. And Green, an automatic first down.
You take the first downs any way you can get it.
Yeah.
I'd like to say hello to everybody watching on KELOLAND.com. Of course, you can watch the broadcast on KELOLAND TV statewide in the state of South Dakota. Of course, the rest of our coverage area, Minnesota, Iowa, Nebraska, but also worldwide on the World Wide Web. There's Hine pitching to Weishuttle. Crosses the 50 into Kimball territory, and the drive continues. Pickup of about 4.
Just a little toss sweep there. They pulled the play side guard. Got out and made a good block. But Kimball did a nice job. You know, that's one of those plays where they looked like they had a lot bigger yardage to start off with, but the speed came and the pursuit and closed her up in a hurry.
2nd and 7.
Counter. Oh, yeah.
There's Hine.
Oh, he's got him
open. Passing. He's got a man wide open. It is caught. Casey Cronin pulls it down to the 11-yard line for the Gettysburg Battlers, and they are in serious business. 175-pound senior getting the job done. Wide open, making a nice separation.
Got their left tight end. They looked like they were going to run a little counter play, and they had a play-action pass off that. And the left tight end was wide open down the middle. It was a nice throw by Hine, too. Put it right on the money.
So, Coach, maybe you were in the locker room. You said that they need to come out and get a quick score and get back in this ball game.
They give Gettysburg credit. They've really stepped up here. You know, they've got helped by a couple penalties, but they're making plays.
There's Hine. He's flushed out, and that time he's pulled down for a big loss. Got to throw that ball away, but he was in the pocket. Not much he could have done.
Yeah, he was. I think he had intentions of doing that, but you can see Kimball just put such a great pass rush. There was more than one guy. There was about 2 or 3 guys there, and he didn't quite have time to throw it away.
They're going to mark that ball back at the 22.5-yard line. Impressive opening quarter drive for the Battlers. Here's Hine, handoff up the middle to Weishuttle, gets stopped initially, tries to get a few more yards and thrown down with authority.
It's almost like the Kimball player said, all right, that's enough of this stuff.
Corbin Corzon says, not in my house. Give Weishuttle credit, though. Doesn't quit. Runs into his own man, keeps going, keeps the feet moving. But kind of tough to do that against 3 guys.
Yeah, he did it. That was a heck of an effort on his part for a no gain.
This Kimball defense, they just swarm to the ball and they gang tackle. There's never just one guy around the ball. It's more than one every time.
Yeah.
There's the eye. Hine back to pass. This worked last time. Ball is up and caught for a touchdown. Battlers, Sean Roush, the 6-foot senior, comes down with it. And, folks, we got ourselves a ball game.
Yeah, that was a beautiful pass by Hine here. He stepped up. Just a perfect throw. I mean, there was 2 good defenders there. Yeah, 2 defenders there, and he just put the ball exactly where only his guy could catch it.
Good little play fake to keep the rush from ball on the pass play. So they're going to go for 2 here. Try to pull it within 12. And it's intercepted. Play is whistled dead. One more look at the touchdown. Eric Hine to Sean Roush. Gets them to within 14 points. We'll be right back.
Leading the way, Ford's leading the way.
Your Ford stores want to drive America with absolutely no interest loans on Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. For the first time ever, pay no interest on almost every Ford vehicle. That's 0.0 interest-free financing on cars like Focus and Taurus, on trucks like Ranger and F-Series, and no interest on Ford SUVs. Interest-free financing to help drive America ends November 20th, only at your local Northland Ford store.
A better system of care. That's what you get when physicians, hospitals, nurses, and other major components of healthcare all work together in harmony. It's the idea behind integrated care at Sioux Valley. The best hospitals and clinics in the world work like this. Together, in harmony. Integrated. Only at Sioux Valley. A better system of care.
So a touchdown pass from Eric Hine to Sean Roush brings the Battlers to within 14 with 7:05 to play in the third quarter. We're back at the Dome. Jeff Radcliffe alongside Tom Kohler, head coach at Avon. And, Coach, you said that, well, maybe this defense, you can't run against them, but you can pass against them, and the film may show that.
Yeah, that was every play that Gettysburg got was a big pass play. So, you know, and the kind of the word on them is they're a little susceptible to that. And you give credit to Gettysburg. Hine put the ball on the money every time.
Grant Truman, true to form, keeps Kimball. God, they're just picking up chunks of yardage, especially on the special teams area, on all their returns, and it sets them up with great field position and does so again there. Yeah,
they're starting out like they did in the first half. They had, you look at their drives, 57, 42, 57, 52 yards. I mean, now if this one goes here, it's 56, you know, so another short field.
1st and 10 from the Kimball 45. Kennedy gives up the middle, and that one is snuffed out by a gang from Gettysburg on the defensive side.
Yeah, the Gettysburg kids are fired up. They think, you know, they've got a shot here, and they know it. And I would bet that we might see that option and then that dive play here pretty soon, as well as that work in the first half. If Gettysburg can stop that, this is going to be an interesting second half.
So Kimball comes back out. 2nd and 9. Officially a pickup of 1 on that one. Konechny giving it to McGregor. He's out across the 45-yard line. Down at the 44. Should set up 3rd and very short. Maybe a yard. Not even. Maybe it's the length of a ball. Although mine eyes hath deceived me a couple of times.
Well, we're a long ways away from the field here, so.
We have to be up in the brand new roof to be any further, huh?
Yeah, that's for sure.
Konechny under center. All the men in the box on defense. They're looking to stop the run, and they still can't do it. Truman picks up the first down. They expected run. They knew it was coming, and still just shot it right at them.
Yeah, I wonder if they weren't expecting the fullback up the middle or something, because they were packed in pretty tight. But they raise that power eye and they throw, you know, a couple lead blockers at you. You know, you figure you might be able to get a yard or two, which they did. So.
Well, we talked about their backs. I mean, look at the blocking by this line. That's really been a big part of this offensive driving.
Yeah, I don't know what they had at half, you know, 300 and some yards rushing, but that's a credit. Your offensive line does a great job.
First down pitch going to Grant Truman. Pushed out of bounds at the 22.
Now there's the third part of that triple option, the pitch to the tailback, and you'll see on the replay here they wrote the dive fake they bought. Defensive end did his job, made Konechny pitch, but there was nobody on the pitch man.
Assignment football.
Yeah.
One person for one person. Just hope not to get blocked.
Yeah. And if the options run right, it's hard to stop, you know, and not as many teams run it today. Everybody's gone, spread it out, throw the ball, and if you don't see it, it's hard to stop.
Kimball at the 23. Give is straight up the middle to Pickner. Gets a couple. It's going to set up a 2nd and about 5.
Well, Gettysburg here has to hope they can get a stop here and they come up with a big play because, you know, they cut lead to 14, you know, 2-touchdown game. You know, if they can shut them down here, you know, they could, you know, come back and try to win this thing, but it may hurt a little bit if Kimball gets a score here.
Here's Konechny giving on the draw to Truman. They're just playing smash mouth football. Make it, you know, please try to stop us.
Yeah.
We're just going to keep bringing it to you until you stop it. We won't try anything else.
Yeah, and they've got coming out of that power eye, or that offside eye, whatever you want to call it, and they're just running people, get a couple lead blockers, and Truman's doing a good job of following his blockers. So, you know, they can also run the option out of that same formation, so it'll be interesting. We got 2 downs to make about 4 yards.
3rd and 3. Konechny looks like he kept it, but no. Faked everybody out, and we have another touchdown. That one courtesy of Monty Pickner. The 5'9" senior extends the lead to 20 points. It's the Coyotes 40, the Battlers 20 with a 2-point conversion attempt pending.
Yeah,
that was a good play fake carried out by Konechny.
If you looked at the linebacker and the defensive end, they've been running the leads up there for about 3-4 plays in a row, and then all of a sudden they come back to that option and give it to the fullback, and it's just too late. He's so quick through the hole.
You don't have to give them a lot of room, but they'll take whatever they want.
Yeah.
Give them just a little. Kick that door down. Here's Konechny back to pass on the 2. Tipped and incomplete. Intended for Kropa. So it's going to remain a 20-point ball game, just like it was at the half. 3:51 on the 3rd quarter clock, and if Gettysburg is going to get back in this, Coach, they're going to have to not only score on offense, but they're going to have to stop Kimball at some point.
Yeah, and that's the thing they haven't been able to do here. I think only just the drive that ended right before halftime is the only one that Kimball didn't score on, and the only reason they probably didn't score on that is because they ran out of time. You know, they were down to the 1-yard line there, but yeah, that's the key. If you're going to make a comeback, not only do you got to score some points, but you got to be able to shut the other team down, and they haven't been able to do that yet today.
The wild card would be Weishidel. He is back to return this kickoff with his teammate, John Herricks. And they have not shied away from keeping it away from Weishidel.
No.
As dangerous as he is.
No, they haven't been afraid to kick it to him. And, you know, you would think, especially after, you know, he returned the one from the touchdown, he would be saying, oh, maybe we shouldn't kick to him. He's pretty good. But I think that shows Kimball's confidence, too. They have a lot of confidence in their players and their ability to hustle down the field and make tackles.
Here's the kick by Pitzik. That one's going to go out of bounds. And that's where Gettysburg will take over. Well, you like hard-hitting action on the gridiron. You like it on the ice. Coming up January 9th, 7 o'clock, the Sioux Falls Stampede take on I-29 rival Sioux City, live on KELOLAND Television and KELOLAND.com. The action begins 7 o'clock, January 9th, right here on KELOLAND Television. The Sioux Falls Stampede playing a game against Chicago tonight. They are 8-2 on the season, looking good. Very high-powered offense, much like this Kimball Coyotes offense. Can score a lot of points, although I don't think we would be seeing 40 goals in a hockey game anytime soon.
35.
No, I think if you might be looking for a new goaltender if there's somebody scored 40 goals.
That'd be me playing goal.
Yeah.
That's what would happen. I can ice skate. Maybe I could play hockey, but I probably couldn't do both at the same time.
Yeah.
A lot easier to just run on this stuff here.
Yeah.
Green carpet. So here come the Battlers, starting their drive on their own 35. Hine under center, drops back to pass. And that one's ruled to be complete.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Complete to number 41. Traver Deigel.
Just a little quick out here by the tight end.
Tell you what, Hine is not scared to I mean, he puts it right on the money, threads the needle.
Yeah, he's a good quarterback. I tell you, I think he might have some ability, you know, at a smaller college to be able to play because he's got good footwork and he puts the ball on the money too.
Here's a give to Beckler. Picks up one, maybe two.
Well, like you said in the first half, you can hear the pads popping all the way up here, and there's some hitting going on down there in both teams.
State finals football, it's
Yeah.
always the best. And it just seems that those hits echo in this dome a lot better than a country field, say in Avon. Or
Yeah, things are enclosed here, so you get a little the echo back off of it.
That's why they put the new roof in.
Yeah.
The echo coming back off.
Yeah.
3rd and 4. Here's Hine on the swing pass for Weissaddle. Gets the first down. Nice effort.
Yeah. Did a good job of avoiding the tackle of Truman there and got the first down, keeps the drive alive.
Now they find ways to keep it going. They refuse to be taken out of their game and taken out of this ball game completely.
Yeah. Well, you got to give the Gettysburg kids credit because they could have easily given up, being down 34-6 there, and some teams might have just started hanging their head, but they've fought back and they've done a great job. There's not much quit in these kids.
Here's the first down run. Give is to Jason Hine, and I don't think so.
Yeah.
Gang tackled at the 44.
Kimball quickness came right there because it looked like he might have had a decent gain there, but the pursuit got to him there pretty quick.
And the growing trend in football at all levels is not just defenders that are big, but maybe getting some of the smaller guys that are speed guys that have that lateral pursuit up and down the line of scrimmage instead of going necessarily north-south just to catch those outside runs.
Yeah, I think a lot of teams have went to that where they make sure they put their best athletes on defense, and if the other team has trouble scoring, if you only score one touchdown, if the other team can't score, you're going to win still. So
as Hine is swarmed under by John Hoying, the 6'1 sophomore, getting some quality state final action. He'll be back for a couple of years. 5 seniors on this Coyote defense under head coach Dale Taylor. On offense, they'll return 4 next year. Gettysburg, meanwhile, on offense has 8 seniors as of right now, so they lose a lot next year. And here's Hine. He will return, but he will not gain anything on that play.
That time the receivers downfield were covered pretty well. He didn't have anybody to throw to.
3rd and 13. 4th and 15 make that. That was a 3rd and 13 play. Forced to punt here. Need a good punt out of Deigel.
Yeah.
Now on a low line drive. And Truman wants no part of it.
Yeah.
Lets the Gettysburg special teams down at the 24.5. 16 seconds to play in this fast-moving 3rd quarter. Kimball up by 20. 40-20 the score, getting doubled up. And with Kimball getting the ball back here, you'd have to say a long drive here pretty much kills any chances that Gettysburg has to need a defensive stop.
It'd make it awful tough, and like you said earlier, they haven't stopped him yet. So if they can make a stop, anything can happen. But they're going to have to step it up here.
So Martin Konechny under center. There's a give to Truman. Bust it to the outside. Truman, one man to beat. He's got an angle, though. Pushed out of bounds at the 40. Truman. Putting this on the Truman Show this afternoon at the Dakota Dome.
That was a nice run. Looked like they might have had him stop. He gave a little stiff arm there to the cornerback, and then had a nice run up the sideline. He's a nice-looking runner.
Sean Roush here's a push for your troubles.
Yeah.
Not going to try to tackle that guy running that fast. Just push him out. So 1st and 10 at the 40. What we said Gettysburg can't do is give up a long drive, and that's exactly what they're doing. Konechny giving up a run. Monty Pickner with the ball there. Down to the 31 and close to another first down. And that is the end of the 3rd quarter. Gettysburg trailing by 20, 40-20 the score. You're watching Kellerland TV's coverage of the state high school football championships. We'll be right back.
Some people ask, why does a farmer care about electricity? You got a few hundred cows to milk, comes in real handy. Then there's separation and refrigeration and everything else. Our electric co-op helps us manage the power usage. Gives us something to depend on. So we're up and running long before breakfast. And it's good knowing that we have the power.
And we shine as one.
Every second of every day, ready. Every second of every day, the skilled members of the Avera Emergency Trauma Team are ready every second of every day. If you need emergency help, if you need immediate critical, intensive, or surgical care, we are ready every second of every day. The Avera McKinnon Trauma Center.
We are back, getting set to start the fourth quarter of this Class 9A football championship game between Kimball and Gettysburg. And right now, Coach, the Coyotes looking good, up by 20 over the Battlers.
Yeah, they're looking very strong, and they're moving the ball again. And I think if they would happen to score on this one, this would be a backbreaker for Gettysburg.
2nd and 1, and I don't think they got that.
No, it'd be close.
That's okay. They still have another down.
Yeah.
That's got to be frustrating as a defensive player, knowing, oh, they give him the first down. Forward progress was enough.
Yeah.
So the Kimball offense, we should dub them the machine. They just keep rolling.
Yeah, they've looked awful impressive today.
Konechny straight up the gut and breaks it. Konechny, nice cut to the outside, to the pylon. He scores his 4th touchdown as Kimball extends their lead. 46-20. Konechny just busted it to the outside and took it to the house.
If you look, if we see this on replay here, before they lined up, you can see one of the things at Gettysburg, they took their linebackers and put them outside in those B gaps, thinking, oh, if you're going to run that option or that dive, we're going to be there. And Konechny, it looked like he probably read that. He just took off up the field right away. You know, sometimes I know when we have with our quarterback, we'll give him the option. If he sees something like that, he just taps the center on the rear end and they take off. And I think that's maybe what Konechny did there.
The Coyotes are going to extend it to 28-point lead. Up the middle and in. 2-point conversion is good, as the official indicates. And this one is slowly slipping away from Gettysburg. 48-20, 11:34 to play in the fourth. A highly explosive offensive Kimball team. And what do you do now if you're a coach of Gettysburg, down by this much? Are you going to resort to the pass, or are you going to still stick with your game plan and still try to run the ball?
Well, I think they're going to have to try to throw the ball, because they're going to need some scores quickly, you know, and then maybe do some onside kicks and stuff like that. But the biggest thing I think is in this situation is, as the coaches from Gettysburg, you just got to make sure your kids don't give up, you know, and that's the big thing, you know. I always, with all the coaches and stuff, that, you know, in Avon, we always tell the kids, regardless of what the score is, if you bust your rear end and you play the best you can, and hey, if you come up short, you always can walk off the field knowing that you gave your best effort. So, you know, I think that's going to be important for Gettysburg. But I just think game plan's got to go out the window now. They got to get scores in a hurry here.
All right, set to kick off are the Kimball Coyotes. Good time for maybe a run back by Weishadow. Gettysburg fans with the green hair, a few days late for Halloween, but just in time for their team. Or the Kimball fans.
Yeah. Geez, I'll tell you, this has been a Kimball for the first 3 quarters, 446 yards rushing.
Compared to 2 for Gettysburg. 446 to 2, and rushing just for 2 yards isn't going to win you any ball game, let alone the state championship.
No, that's for sure.
This is Weishadow.
Oh,
Strip to the ball. This could go for 6. Pulled down at the 3-yard line. What a big play. Gosh, when it rains, it pours for Gettysburg.
Yeah, number 69 Bogenhagen came down and made a stick on the ball carrier, and he jarred the ball loose, and then I didn't see who it was that picked it up for sure.
There's so many green jerseys, it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Weishuttle just ripped to the ground.
Kropa picked it up.
Yep.
80.
Kropa looking for the dream touchdown there. That would have been the end of a highlight even for him. Wow, they just swarmed to the ball. Kropa just a few yards away.
Yeah.
And now this one's getting ugly. Konechny under center. First and goal at the 2. And there it is. Monty Pickner with another touchdown. That's his second. And it extends the score to 54-20. A lot of points being scored in this Class 9A final.
Well, after these first 2 games here, scoring that's going on today.
Getting lots of practice, that's for sure. There's Konechny back to pass for the 2. He's got the tight end, but they can't bring it in.
No good.
Let's take a break. 54-20. The Coyotes in control. You're watching State 9A Football Championship on Teleland TV.
Lance Guyman leads a Swedish engineering division that develops robotic solutions for industries around the world. As Chief of Interpretation and Education, National Park Ranger Mitzi Frank connects modern Alaska with its past. Senate Majority Leader Tom Daschle has risen to one of the most powerful positions in American government. What do these people have in common? They're all graduates of South Dakota State University. You can go anywhere from here.
Doctors around here don't treat patients. They treat people, friends and neighbors, South Dakotans. And that's why nearly every doctor in the state is a part of Dakota Care, South Dakota's most powerful healthcare network. They created Dakota Care to help keep our medical community strong and our healthcare decisions close to home where they belong. Dakota's strength, Dakota's stability, Dakota Care, South Dakota's own.
Back inside the Dakota Dome on the campus of the University of South Dakota. 9A football final going all Coyotes' way right now. They lead at 54-20 and kicking off. Weishuttle brings it in on his own 10. Makes a cut, busts through one tackler, but it gets thrown down at the 22, and that's where Gettysburg will try to start some semblance of a drive. Look at your third quarter stats brought to you by Wells Fargo. As we mentioned, the rushing yards through 3 quarters. That is the telling statistic, too. If I had a telestrator, I'd circle that right there. 2 to 446. Turnovers not playing much of a factor, but the penalties on the Kimball side really haven't hurt them. 8 for 56, but I guess when you're rushing for 446 yards, not that big of a deal.
Yeah, that's impressive. There's a lot of teams that would die to have that for a whole game.
First down for Hine, dropping back to pass. Got his man. Oh, Steigel.
Little hook and ladder here.
The old hook and ladder. Are you kidding me? Gets it down to the 30-yard line. Sean Roush.
You see that was
a desperate play?
Yeah.
But it works.
Pulling out the bag of tricks here. Now watch, it's not really a pitch, it's a handoff. He just hands it off to him. And
well, the question is, did he mean to do that?
Yeah. Looked like it was set up here. She asked the Gettysburg coach, yeah, that's it.
You drew it up that way. Just run into your own guy and hand it off.
Yeah.
Do the old Music City Miracle.
Yeah.
See, we'll see the toss back pass this time. Hine, after the big gain on the makeshift hook and ladder, drops back. He's got a man downfield open. That wasn't the one. Nearly the only guy in the vicinity there was number 80 of the defense, Jesse Kropa. So I guess they're going exclusively pass here. They can't really, with 10:43 on the clock, not much time to run the ball.
No, you know, about the only thing, if they spread it out and run some type of little draw or something to Weishuttle, you know, that may maybe something that they could do, but they're going to have to try to, to get back into the game here. Better make it respectable here to throw the ball as much as they can.
2nd and 10 from the 30. Eric Hine, the junior quarterback, taking the snap, dropping back. Here comes the rush.
Yeah.
He's in trouble. Off to the races. He's got wheels, though. Got a man open. It's nearly intercepted by Dustin Bogenhagen, and he'll be thinking about that one.
Yeah,
right in his hands.
At a defensive tackle, he had his chance there to make an interception. Those guys don't get to make those very often, so he'll probably, I'm sure his teammates will let him hear about that a little bit.
Shows you the speed of that line, though,
Yeah.
back in coverage like that and going for a pick when you're a lineman.
Yeah, he was 10 yards downfield, and they did a little zone blitz because 20 Pickner was blitzing on the play, and so he dropped back. But that's a lot of confidence in a kid that big to have him drop into coverage at 6'4", 240.
Make it 3rd and 10, and we have whistles and flags everywhere.
Looks like the center moved the ball a little bit.
Civil marching back 5.
Got a dead ball foul. We got a snap infraction on 66 White.
Is that a Timex watch, Mr. Referee?
Take it back, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Pretty obvious choice. Calling against Gettysburg. Got a snap infraction. White.
So 10:36 on a 4th quarter clock. Gettysburg down by 24 points. Make that 34 points. Here's Hine, flushed out of the pocket, runs right up the middle, tries to get an extra yard there.
It was a nice tackle.
Still going to bring up 4th and 5, 4th and 6.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't have much there. The receivers pretty well covered, and hard to get out of those tackles. Pickner did just exactly what you want. Wrap him up, hit him low, not going in place after that one.
Well, a 34-point lead. If they have any chance to stay in this one, they need to score and score quick.
Yeah. Yeah, if they key for him here, first of all, if they can get about 7-8 yards here, get this first down and keep this drive alive.
4th and 6 from the 26. Hine back to pass, looking end zone, flushed out of the pocket, throws it long, and that's going to be a little far out of the reach. Comes down to the catch, but ref very astutely says, no, you were out of bounds, sir. And Hine took a shot. Or he's just disgusted.
I think he might have got...
Take a look at this hit that Hine took. Released the ball, hung in there. Helmets and headaches.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
That's what you call relentless. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, when you have that kind of a lead as a defense, you can just pin the ears back and rush that quarterback, and just as long as you don't rough the quarterback, they can pay the price for throwing on you.
That's right. Kimball, like a shark, they smell blood right now, and boy, they're coming after him.
So Kimball takes over on downs. Konechny under center. I think they're going to run the ball.
Yeah, I would say
Save this clock. And run they do.
Come back to that favorite play.
8 yards there for Pickner. He averages 11 yards a carry. That's
pretty impressive.
That's unreal. That means you're ripping off a lot of 40 and 50 yard runs.
Yeah. What do you have? 14 for 123, so he's averaging about 9 a carry today, so that's not bad.
2nd and 1, give him the first down.
Loose ball.
Ball is loose, and it's recovered by the Battlers on the 50, so new life for Gettysburg.
Let's see if Hine will be able to come back in here.
And Truman just has it poked out of there. Good defensive play. Looking for the turnover. You got to be almost desperation, but that's what you have to do to give your team a chance.
Hine must have shook off his injury.
No problem. Still in there, tough young man. little play action, and then the flare to Weishottle, the playmaker. You can't make many plays when you got 4 green jerseys wrapped up on you.
He did a good job just to get those yards. Well, first of all, started with Hine even getting the ball off. You know, they had a heck of a rush. He's pretty quick. He got away, and then Weishottle just did, all of that effort, and they got 3 yards. It's kind of frustrating for an offensive team.
8:38 on a 4th quarter clock. It is turning, and it's running out of time for Gettysburg, but they do have a 2nd and 7 on the 47-yard line of Kimball. Hine under center. Here's a run. Weishottle stood up. Gets maybe 2. Clock continues to turn.
I think they probably had a little running play there to give Hine a break. He's been beat up here, running for his life here quite a bit, so I'd say we'd probably come back to the pass now.
At what point do you give up on winning and change to just play for pride, just playing solid fundamental football just so you can do it?
Yeah, I would say if Gettysburg doesn't score here, if I was in this situation as they are, I would probably get some of my younger kids in the game and stuff.
What is this dodgeball?
Yeah.
Hine under heavy pressure, running for his life as he has most of the afternoon. Just bounces it off the knee of a defender, and tag, you're it.
Yeah.
Dodgeball, we'd have a couple points there for that.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, like you said, he's running for his life, because there's the guy should have had him. 2 other guys there. He gets away from them. That was a heck of an effort on his part. And it happened to...
They're taking a chance on throwing that ball, too. So 3rd and 6 from the 46.
Incomplete pass. We have 4th down.
Make it 4th. So they give him the forward motion on the arm. They're forced to punt. 7:37 to go. Coyote lead 54-20. And here's a fake. Have we seen everything here? Nearly intercepted by Konechny.
Yeah, I don't think the Kimball kids believed that they were going to punt there.
Well, the exciting action of the girls' AA basketball tournament coming up in November 15th, 16th, and 17th to be precise, right here on KELOLAND TV. Tune into the first round action, see if Roosevelt can extend their record-setting winning streak, win their 5th straight Class AA championship. They'll have a tough matchup if they end up playing Mitchell, as Colonel's also undefeated this year, but all that action right here on KELOLAND TV and KELOLAND.com. And right back here, we are at the State 9A football championship between Kimball and Gettysburg. It's been an offensive showcase for Kimball and Gettysburg to some extent. But Kimball, really, it's just shut the door on Gettysburg as of late in this second half.
Yeah, they've done a great job. I mean, Gettysburg had the one drive to start the 3rd quarter, and it looked like, well, they may have a chance here. They cut it to 2 touchdowns, but Kimball just said, no, this isn't. We come here to win. We're not going to give up.
So this, if it holds, will be the first state championship for the Kimball Coyotes. Last time they were here, back in 1995, lost to Wakonda-Gable-Volin, a team coach you were with back then, back in the day, 95.
Yeah.
So long ago.
Yeah. Went pretty fast, but...
That's Grant Truman picking up a couple more. Looks like he's got a first down.
Trying to see. I think Kimball's going to go in the record book here, because I see in the 383 yards rushing is the team record, and they had broke that by the end of the 3rd quarter.
That's amazing. 400 yards plus rushing in 3 quarters of play, and then now they're just eating up the clock, because they could get close to 80 to 100 more if they continue driving like this. Very methodical offense. They do very few things, but they do everything that they do very well.
Yeah, they well coached, and that makes a huge difference. And the kids got confidence, and then like I said, you can't coach speed, and speed kills, and that's exactly what they have.
First down play to Truman, picks up another 6. Just can't stop it. Gettysburg's going to run out of time, folks. Still have played with a lot of hard hitting on both sides. You're on this stage. You're on television. You don't get this all the time, especially in places far away from the metropolitan areas like Kimball and Gettysburg.
Yeah, you got to give Gettysburg kids credit. They've played hard the whole game, and you know there's no quit in them, and that's what you like to see. You know, one of the things as a coach, if your kids never give up and play hard, you know, that's all you can ask of them.
Straight up the gut for a couple more yards. Looks like Pickner coming up under the pile. And a flag on the play.
I wonder if we have a face mask here or something.
It's on Gettysburg. Take a closer look.
5-yard face mask.
Face mask. Inadvertent variety.
That's kind of nice that they changed that rule that we got the 5-yarder, because, you know, before if the hand was on the face mask and, you know, it's a 15-yarder, you know, that
kill your game.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's kind of nice, and I think the officials have done a great job of calling that and distinguishing between the two.
1st and 10. Here's Konechny. Bounces off a tackle. Runs into just a group of white jerseys. He's not scared of anything.
No. It just shows his athletic ability. He's so quick, cuts on a dime, and
gives you 9 cents change.
Yeah.
Could chalk up another first down for Konechny. Hard-nosed. He's walking with a slight limp, but he knows, you know, after this, don't have to come back until next year. Let's win this championship and let's go home.
Yeah. You got a long time for the old bruises, bumps and bruises to heal up now.
Well, you know, his linemen respect him. He's willing to take it right up the gut.